Hello guys, welcome back to the Lovin Riyadh Show. I'm Rama.
And I'm Sarah.
For you today, including that Princess Haifa bint Mohammed Al Saud's swift action.
And Saudi swimmer Faisal Al Qusaybi breaks barriers with historic English Channel crossing.
And Riyadh's got everyone buzzing with an epic new aircraft-inspired attraction on the way.
And Saudi surpasses Vision 2030 goal by attracting 100 million tourists 7 years early.
So Princess Haifa bint Mohammed Al Saud recently made headlines all over social media with a move she did during a student discussion. So the discussion was with the princess and a special needs student from King Saud University's College of Tourism and Archaeology requested that a condition preventing them from obtaining a tour guide license be removed. And immediately after the student finished speaking, Princess Haifa asked for her phone and called the ministry directly. And I think she called a ministry official, and the condition was cancelled on the spot. So this video went all over social media. I don't know if you've seen it. And everybody was praising how the princess literally took a swift action straight away. And cancelled the condition on the spot. And you can hear the official on the phone responding to her request and being like, yes, done, basically. And this basically shows how, you know, when a request is made by the public, it's taken very, very seriously. And it was so calm. The whole interaction was completely calm. She just asked for her phone directly after the student asked. She was like, can I have my phone?
She was like, may I have my phone? Also very respectful, very calm.
Exactly. And just called on the spot. And I think she put it on speaker as well, so that everybody could hear. And it's a very hands-on approach, which I really liked, showing her commitment for equal opportunities, and especially for students with special needs. So that was great to see.
And comments all over social media, basically on X, TikTok, you name it. You know, they were all like, idol, oh my gosh, she's my idol. And, you know, justifiable reaction.
I think that's a very, common reaction.
But it's
just something like this happening.
And really, most people were like, oh, she responded with actions, I think. Cool.
It's not all talk, it's actions. So that was very nice to see.
Our last topic of the day is a pretty sad story. So 2 men tragically pass away after GPS fails in Saudi's empty quarter desert.
Oh no.
If you don't know what the empty quarter desert is, it's called the Rub al-Khali. And Khali means empty, and it is empty.
Literally translates to empty quarter.
It just has a bunch of sand and a little bit of, you know, like lakes of water, like very small lakes. I don't think you even call it a lake.
Just pools of water in the middle of the desert?
It's like really small, you know, entities of water.
Okay.
So an Indian man and his Sudanese colleague tragically lost their lives to heat exhaustion and dehydration after becoming stranded in Saudi Arabia's vast and unforgiving empty quarter, also known as Rub al-Khali. So Mohammed Shehzad Khan, 27-year-old from Telangana, India, and his Sudanese colleague, they didn't mention any, you know, his name, but you know, I think they went to explore or something, and the signal, you know, they were out of signal. They didn't, you know, eventually their phones died, you know, as you would imagine. And
their car ran out of fuel.
Imagine that. Like, there are a bunch of places in Saudi that are like, not in Saudi, around the world, that you shouldn't really mess around, you know, in. Especially a place where it's like a desert where you can easily be stranded there.
And it's even like, sorry to cut you off, but even the weather right now is crazy in all parts of Saudi, not just with the rain, but with the heat. Like even here in Riyadh, can you imagine being outside for 4 days without any AC, without anything, and not even without any water, without any food? I'm not sure why they went out there with nothing prepared.
I'm sure they were like, exploring, But you know, after that, their phone batteries died. Their car, as you said, ran out of fuel, and they found themselves stranded with no food or water. And you know, despite efforts and all that, unfortunately, 4 days after they, you know, left to the last heard of from on the Augustus 2022, they were found, you know,
besides their vehicle.
yeah.
I'm sure what happened was they ran out of everything and then, you know, kind of sat next to their car for shade, maybe.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they didn't make it. And I think it's maybe a lesson to be learned for adventure travelers or people who like to, you know, do this kind of thing,
Yeah.
to just always be prepared because you never know what can happen. And the desert really is unforgiving.
Yeah.
It's so vast and so big that, I mean, I'm sure if they had tried to walk it out,
Yeah.
there's no way they would have
there's
made
no
it.
way. And anyways, Saudi authorities always, you know, warn people about this specific place because, like, it's really dangerous. You shouldn't really do that. If you like to, maybe they were on a work trip.
Maybe, I assume maybe they were taking photographs or something.
I think
like
it was
that.
a work trip, maybe, because like his Sudanese colleague had been working in Saudi Arabia for 3 years with a telecom company. What's the telecom, like Zain, STC, these?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so it wasn't photography. Maybe, I don't know what they would have been
Maybe
doing.
they went out exploring, like, you know, but you shouldn't mess with nature that much.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
And there's almost no rainfall in the empty quarter. I think that's why it's literally called the empty quarter, because it's
Yeah.
genuinely just empty land.
Yeah.
So imagine there's no rainfall that would occur, so you're just in a desert, dry, with the heat and the scorching sun.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult.
May
Very
Allah
harsh
have
environment.
mercy on their souls.
Yeah,
you know.
and you know, a warning to people,
Yeah.
I guess.
Don't go there. Like, just if you like to explore the desert, Al Ula is pretty beautiful. It's got a lot of stuff, and until Saudi Arabia, you know, start working on the empty quarter, I'm sure at some point that you will.
I mean, it's nice to leave it empty as well because it's
Yeah, but
untapped
it's
land.
like a very big piece of land that, like,
Yeah, but it's good to have that, like, kind of untouched land in the
it's like
country.
the what do you call it, the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, that's another story.
Yeah, that's like our Bermuda.
That's
Triangle.
another story, but possible.
Yeah.
But if you must go on an adventure to it, you know, be over prepared
Yeah.
for its brutal conditions.
That's it, guys, for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed listening to us, watching us. Try to catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Ghami, YouTube for the visuals and all that jazz. See you again next week, inshallah. Bye.
Bye.